Hello, it's Big Chads, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chads Trading. You can find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I am a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about the Rising 3 Methods candlestick pattern. It's a Japanese candlestick pattern. It's a continuation pattern. You can pause and read this here on the structure, the psychology, the AI overview, all that good stuff. Here's an image. Now, I've covered other variants of this in different videos. This is specifically about the Rising 3 method. So it's a continuation pattern, meaning you need to have a trend first. And what you see is a trend leading in, then a large green candle, and you begin a reset. Now, what you look for in this pattern is you have multiple small bodies after the initial advance, could be forming, in Western TA and classical charting, some type of a bull flag or a falling wedge. But you have a series of small bodies after the large advance representing consolidation, and they stay within the range of that first candle. You think of the first candle as like a mother bar. And what you see with the Rising 3 methods then is another big candle that closes back above the high of the first mother bar. So for example, again, you need to have a trend to continue. You don't really have this in a sideways environment. That wouldn't make sense. But if you have a trend leading in, it's an uptrend, then you get a big mother bar, and then you start your consolidation. Let's do pretty much a high and tight, right? A high and tight, bull flag somewhere near the top of the range. And then you get maybe a candle like this, closes here above the height. Let's say that's the upper shadow. Let's say that's the lower shadow. So this candle closes right above the upper shadow of the top of the first candle of the mother bar. Now, for a stop loss, if you look at some of the imagery, what it talks about is you can take a stop loss, like on the low of that last candle. For me, that's too far. If your whole thesis is that the price is continuing, and especially if you're going to trigger off of this wick, I think you should manage your risk nearby that level, so you don't end up just holding on to this trading idea forever. So what I would do is maybe take the close of that candle, something nearby, rather than saying, okay, I'm defining my risk, all the way down here on the bottom of that second large candle, right? So essentially the Rising 3 methods, as we said here before, it's a continuation pattern. It's a bullish continuation pattern. You trigger when it closes above the first mother bar, and then I would manage my risk somewhere nearby that level rather than all the way down below. This is the Rising 3 Methods Japanese candlestick pattern, and this is for the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Folks, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Big Chads out.